ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದೇಶ್ವರ ಸಮಾರಂಭಾ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದೇಶ್ವರಿ ಮಧ್ಯಮಾ ಅಸ್ಮದಾಚಾರ್ಯ ಪರ್ಯಂತಾಂ ವಂದೇ ಗುರು ಪರಂಪರಾಂ. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, Samajis, Satsangis, Sri Mahans, Mahans, Tanidars, Kotaris, visitors, viewers, Balasans, everyone sitting with us here in Bidadi Ashram and all over the world through Nithyananda TV, Sadhana TV and two-way video conferencing. I welcome every one of you with my love and respects. On this auspicious 38th Avatara Dhina, I bless everyone. Let everyone radiate Shivoham, living Advaita. Hundreds of places all over the world, people are celebrating with overflowing my being, overflowing of my being. I accept all your devotion, reverence, respects, offerings, everything. In Bidadi Ashram, 1008 Naivedyams Annakuta is offered. Charlotte Sri Sailam is offering 32 Naivedyams. Romania is offering 9 Naivedyams. Hyderabad is offering 108 Naivedyams. Phillip Island 28 Nivedyams. Kathmandu, Nepal is offering 56 Nivedyams and 1 lakh Deepams, Laksha Deepotsava. Kathmandu has offered Laksha Deepa. And San Jose is offering 108 Nivedyams. So many more cities and temples are offering so many Nivedyams and offerings. Sri Lanka is offering 78 Nivedyams. Atlanta, Georgia is offering so many offerings. Dallas, everywhere. Dallas is offering 21 Nivedyams, Houston 31. Malaysia, Parani is offering 108 Nivedyams. All over the world, all the cities are celebrating. Singapore is offering 146 Nivedyams and 3 days of Akanda Japa of Shivoham. I accept all the offerings, devotion, respect, commitment, everything from all of you. O Nithyananda Sangha, I bless you. Let you live long, radiating this Shivoham experience to the universe. Keeping the Master and the Dharma and Sangha alive. O Sangha, let you live and radiate to the whole world this great Tattva, Satya of Shivoham, living Advaita. St. Louis is offering 165 Nivedyams and Australia is offering 144 Nivedyams. Seattle 38 Nivedyams. It is continuing more and more centers. Hundreds and hundreds of our centers and ashrams all over the world are joining. Even though I am not reading all the centers' names, I wanted to send this message to all of you. I accept all your offerings. I am seeing all of you. I am there with you all now here. Guadalupe Rameshwaram, Mill Valley Vairavan Goyal. I know all the centers will be very happy if I read out your name. Too many centers, too many ashrams are joining. So, Toronto is offering 108 Nivedyams. I accept all your sincerity, devotion, commitment, offering, everything. Please remember, just like all of you are here for me, I want to tell you all, I am here in this body just for all of you. Giving up life is very easy. Dying for somebody, dying for some cause is very easy. It's 1 minute job. But living for some cause, amidst all the tortures, is the most difficult thing. I tell you guys, I just want to tell you guys, I am doing that most difficult thing just to send this message to all of you that I love you guys. I love you all. living for a cause amidst all the tortures is the most difficult thing. I am doing it just to give this one message to all of you. Just I want to tell only this one thing. I love you all. And I assure you guys, I will live forever. At least 100 more years in this body, and in the Aksharadham forever, making myself available to all of you. Decided to pick up the Shivoham Parasu. The power of Shivoham experience. This actually symbolizes Shivoham. It's a symbol of Shivoham experience. The strength of Shivoham experience. Today, more than a message, I wanted to give blessings to all of you. First, my blessings to every one of you, to everyone, is let everyone radiate Shivoham, living Advaita. Understand, I am using the word living Advaita, means you have to live it. Don't just imagine, don't just visualize, live it. It is living, deciding to live. That is the key point. How much ever I may go on speaking, the moment you are moved to decide, when you are moved to decide, when you are moved to make decision, to live it, that moment is what I call moment of initiation, diksha. Decide to live. Every moment, look within. Am I living Advaita? Parasu is really doing its job. The ayudas, I have become independent intelligence. Decide to live. Understand. Remember this word, this one word, as my message today. This is the key to make my blessings into reality as a life in you. Decide to live. Not just in small ways. Decide to reform your cognition, thinking style, action style, based on the Advaita Satya of Shivoham. Understand? The first point to live Shivoham, the first instruction to live Shivoham is always be in Shivabodha, come what may, happen what may. Decide to be in the Shivabodha, the joy of being Shiva. Whether you think you are Jiva, individual soul, whether you think you are Shava, dead, useless, whether you think, imagine about you as Jiva, individual soul, or Shava, dead waste, the truth is you are Shiva. You are Shiva. You are Shiva. Understand? I am not talking any philosophy. No. I am not interested in any verbal jugglery. No. I am starting the first Upanishadic mantra in this Upanishad series, Living Advaita Satsangs. Om Poornamaadhaah Poornamidham Poornaath Udhachyathey Poornasya Poornamaadhaaya Poornamevaavasishyathey. Om Shanthi Shanthi Shanthi. Understand? The essence of this verse, whole, the cosmos, the universe, comes from the whole. Even when it comes, it doesn't get separated. It continues to be established in the whole. When it goes back to the same whole. Understand? Living Advaita means declaring there is no period of delusion. Understand? The promise, message of Yoga Sutra is, now you are in delusion. If you do this, you will be liberated in the future. That is yoga. No. Even now you are liberated. Even now you are free. You are not at all bound. That is Tantra. Not only in the future or in the present, even in the past, you were always free, is Advaita. Understand, there is no delusion period. Your history has no dark page. Cosmos never writes, Cosmos never makes a dark page in your history. Out of your sheer stupidity, you go on making some part of your life as a black part of your life, dark part of your life. Understand? There is no dark night in your history is the message of Advaita. The whole comes from whole. Mahadeva comes from Mahadeva and is established in being Mahadeva is the truth. The earlier you start celebrating, earlier you start enjoying the life. In the world, there are three kinds of people. People who go on feeling life is poverty. They live and live the life in poverty. Utter powerlessness and not having what they want or not having enough. That's one group. Second, living on opium, other people's money. That's the second group, other people's money, opium. Never deliver anything to people, only by creating fear. Blackmailers. Blackmailers never deliver anything to the world. Just blackmail, create fear and grab. Non-contributing members of the society, living on opium, other people's money. Understand, when I say other people's money, it is not only other people's money, using all the resources of other people. That is one group. Their power, their intelligence, everything, but never contributing to them. Living on OPR, other people's resources. Second group. Third, this is the essence of the universe, the group which contributes, go on sharing, enriching, radiating, living in utter richness of Shivabodha. Understand? Enough has been already deposited in your DNA, in your biomemory, in your muscle memory. It is now you who need to start writing checks and blank checks and distributing to the world and start living it. No one has been sent to the earth to live a poor life, living the life of powerlessness and resourcelessness. No one has been sent to live on other people's resource, thinking that you are resourceless. I tell you, blackmailers are the most frightened, stupid fellows. Seeing tons and tons of blackmailers in my life, I am telling you, blackmailers are the most frightened chicks. because they feel they do not have enough resource. Poor fellows, they need an inner awakening. They need an inner awakening. Whether you feel you do not have enough resource, understand? Money, strength, intelligence, power, all these are resources. When you feel you don't have enough, you live in utter disgrace and die. That's the kind of a lifestyle. What I say, you think of you as a Shava. That is the inner image. Mamakara you carry. Then there are few people. Yes, I don't have, but I can swindle from others. The second group. What is the group name? Opium. Living on other people's resources. Non-contributing elements of society. Please understand. When this opium has become too much large, that is the reason Bhagavan has to land, Krishna has to happen and clear away the whole thing. Otherwise, there is no justification for Mahabharata war. Still we have not recovered from Mahabharata war. Please understand. What we lost, what all we lost because of Mahabharata war, still we have not recovered. Still we are suffering the after effects and side effects of Mahabharata war. We lost so much of knowledge, our planes, the technology, everything we had. We lost everything because unfortunately, even the guys with the knowledge also got killed. What we lost because of Mahabharata war, unimaginable. And no reason for a personality like Bhagavan, Sri Krishna, to conduct this such mass destruction. I'll say Mahabharata war is equivalent to Pralaya. All the best things we had got lost. Whatever good things, few things are remaining, have escaped from that war. That is why it is there. The only reason Krishna has to do this mass cleansing, acid wash of the planet Earth, is the opium group has become too much. People living on other people's money, the other people's resources, money, power, knowledge, work, whatever, people living on other people's resources, non-contributing blackmailers. I tell you, blackmailers are the most sick people on the planet Earth. Not just sickening people, sick people. Listen, there is a difference. Sickening means you need to be angry towards them. Sick means you need to be sympathetic towards them. I tell you, blackmailers are the most sick people. Because they not only they feel powerless, they go on try to swindle, live on other people's resources, non-contributing blackmailers. Listen. The third group, most intelligent, brilliant, is the group which realizes whatever is required. Intelligence, energy, knowledge, plan of actions, creativity, everything required for me to fulfill what I imagine as my life and mission, and more than that, is already there in my DNA, in my very biomemory, in my very muscle memory, in my very bioenergy. Let me start living it. This is the group, the most intelligent, brilliant beings on the planet Earth. I tell you, they are the salt of the earth. They are the sugar of the earth. They are the sweetness of the earth. They are the earth. I tell you, whoever accepts me as Guru, you accept me, whether you accept me as a teacher, Guru, whatever way. Some may accept as a teacher who gives knowledge, some may accept as a Guru who gives initiation, some may accept an incarnation who gives experience of enlightenment. For some, I may be the Ishtadevata. Whatever way you accept, for all of you, please understand, this is the most important, precious gift I can give you. I feel grateful. You have taken me as part of your life in some form. Out of that gratitude and love, I am sharing this truth to you. Please understand. I can do anything for you to understand this truth. This one truth. Listen, quote. Whatever you need to feel fulfilled, whether it is Mercedes-Benz car outside your house in your portico, or all the time worryless mind, or all the time to be in the space of Shivoham, or the happy relationships in the life, or amazing health, or living with all the extraordinary spiritual powers and siddhis, whatever you imagine is the peak of your life, and which you can't imagine. Knowledge, creativity, power, resources, energy, everything, all the best things are already in your bioenergy, in your biomemory, in your muscle memory. I tell you, you just have to start living it. You don't need to acquire it. Requirement is not acquiring. Requirement is liquidating. Requirement is not acquiring. Requirement is liquidating. Don't sit on the prime property, 25,000 crore, and die without having bread and butter or a breakfast. Don't be the owner of the $1 billion property and die without having bread and butter for breakfast. Unquote. Understand, I am not teaching you any delusion. I am the witness. I have demonstrated the strength. So I have a right to speak on that strength. Keeping that strength as a witness, I am telling you, I am not giving you any delusion or illusion. Whatever required for you to radiate the Shivoham is already available in your biomemory, in your muscle memory, in your bioenergy. Start living it. Let us dedicate this year to start living it. Yesterday, in the reception center, our Gurukul kids were keeping the rose plants which has grown and dropped all the thorns because of their love and care. And the few kids were sitting and doing the blindfold reading. Don't think it is something extraordinary. I am revealing the truth now. No kid is taught any special meditation technique or process to do blind reading, blindfolded reading. I just call them and tell them, blindfold and read. They start reading, that's all. As the Gurukul, there is no syllabus. I am telling you, there is no syllabus to train the kids for blindfolded reading. Already we have at least 100 kids who can read blindfolded. There is no technique, method. Sri Advaita was telling, we don't know how to create the system out of it, Swamiji. You can't create a system. It is just when the kids have that tremendous trust, I call them and tell them, you can. Just blindfold and start reading. Over. They start reading. I am telling you, all powers, all energies, all the resources required, to tell you honestly, more than required, is in your biomemory, is in your muscle memory. Listen, take the sankalpa for this year. We will go on living it. Living it. Deciding to live it. Every moment. Come on. I am Mahadeva. Let me radiate the Shiva Bodha. The joy of being Mahadeva. And he is in my DNA programming. He is in my biomemory programming. He is in my muscle memory programming. He is in my bioenergy programming. Nothing else can be the truth. Poornamadhah Poornamidham. Poornaath Udhachyathey. If the whole comes out of the whole, it has to be on the whole. There can never be a whole. When the whole comes out of the whole, it has to be whole. There can never be a whole. Whatever may be the mamakara, inner image you may carry yourself as Shava or Jiva, the truth is you are Shiva, Mahadeva. Understand? You are the whole. From the whole, Even when you think you have become part and got separated, you are the whole. You are the whole. You are the whole, the W. And this means double victory, double V. When you feel you are the whole, cosmos, don't think only you are celebrating, even the cosmos is celebrating. That is why double V, double victory. Understand, when you feel Shivoham, I am Mahadeva, when you feel you are Mahadeva, don't think only you become ecstatic. I tell you, from this side, Mahadeva is also ecstatic. Cosmos is waiting to celebrate its glory towards you. Understand, whenever you declare you are Mahadeva, don't think Mahadeva is sitting there and saying, how dare you tell Mahadeva without becoming pure and capable like you, like me. No. He is telling, you are telling me I am Mahadeva, now I am feeling me in you. Understand, Mahadeva is not envy God. No. He is not saying, what? You say you are Mahadeva? Have you done tapas like me? Have you did all the qualification tests? Have you passed all the qualification? How can you claim my throne? No. The moment you say, I am Mahadeva, he says, wow, I have one more body through which I can celebrate my existence. Understand, he is waiting for more and more people to declare Shivoham. He is waiting for more and more people to become Gana. Gana means embodying in Sanskrit. Gana means embodying. He is waiting for more and more people to become Shiva Gana, embodying his very existence. Many of us think, oh, if I constantly remember I am Shiva, one part of you itself question, I am not qualified, I have not trained myself, I have not done the tapas. How will Shiva accept me as him? Please understand. In Aksharamana Malai, there is a beautiful one line. Ramana Maharshi sings. Ramana Maharshi is singing. Enbolum dinarai, inpura kathuni, ennalum valandarul arunachala. Understand, he says, even a person like me, he is telling about himself. Enbolum dinarai, inpura kathuni, even a person like me, you are saving, establishing, protecting. O Arunachala, let you live long. Understand, I am telling you, through this statement, Bhagavan is not making himself low. He can never be low. He is revealing the truth. Even if you think you are a Dhina, means you are a Whatever worst inner image you may have about you, he is here. Mahadeva is here to protect and celebrate himself through you. Understand? As an insider, I am giving you this insider's secret, the secret tip, insider's secret. The moment you decide, I will live Shivoham, the truth, Satya, I am Mahadeva, immediately Mahadeva starts expressing all the powers of him through your being. He is not saying a qualified, then I'll give you. No. You start living. You decide to declare. You decide to live is the qualification. I'll tell you a very small but very sweet incident happened in my quarters. One of my Mahant made a paper mask like my face. He wanted to make that and distribute to the devotees for celebration, Jayanthi celebration, and so he made the mask. And he wanted to show to me and ask my suggestions and input. He came and he was standing in front of me and putting that mask on himself. He was showing and tried to check how much the eyes are, the hole in the eyes are required to see, how comfortable it will be, and all that checking was going on. Suddenly I went into such an ecstasy and joy and bliss. I saw clearly, just the moment he put the mask on himself, I saw I am already feeling him. That guy was not able to understand why I am suddenly in such an ecstasy and joy. I told him, even if you try to wear the mask of Mahadeva, he fills you. I tell you, as an insider, when he was trying to wear the mask, I felt I have become him. Means I have multiplied, expanded. And I am so happy to fill myself in him and everyone. I tell you, this is exactly the formula in which Mahadeva is functioning. The moment you even remember Shivoham, he immediately rushes into you and fills you and start just radiating. Start just radiating, not just experimenting, experiencing and radiating, I tell you. The moment he put the mask, I know he wants to be me, so let me fill him. The sacred ash, Vibhuti and Rudraksha is mask of Mahadeva. Understand? Vibhuti and Rudraksha is the mask of Mahadeva. The moment you put that and say Shivoham, he is just filling you and radiating himself to you. Tell you, The Shivoham is not just some theory concept. It is the ultimate medicine for whatever may be the problem. It can be as practical, most difficult, the real problem. Today evening the fellow who gave the loan to you is coming to collect the interest, 10,000 rupee, and you have only 1,000 rupee, and you don't know what to do, how to manage that 9,000 rupee, which is the crucial problem, the most crucial problem, real problem. I tell you, even in that problem, the Shivoham is solution. I am giving you from my experience. I apply Shivoham wherever I go, whatever I do. Whether it is morning brushing the teeth, or cleaning the stomach, whether constipation, whether I am dealing with the constipation or the country's constitution, I apply only Shivoham, understand? And Shivoham solves all my problems. It can be as simple as your constipation or as difficult problems as conflict with the constitution. I don't have conflict with the constitution. Projected conflict, just forced on me, pushed on me. I tell you, for everything, I apply this one medicine, Shivoham, and it works. Because the owner of the medicine is waiting to make it work. Understand? He is waiting to celebrate through every one of us. He is waiting for just one missed call. You see, if you utter Shivoham and immediately feel the connection and start expressing powers, it's a live call. You just uttered Shivoham, mechanically Shivoham, and nothing happened, it's a missed call. But even if it is a missed call from your side, he never misses responding, replying, calling you back. All of you have given missed call in the past birth. That is why I called you guys this birth. Our enriching temple never misses a missed call. We are missed call maniacs, understand? We never miss a single missed call. Even if you chant mechanically, try to remember mechanically. Try to remember for the sake of argument. If I am Shiva, okay, let this wheezing problem become all right. Even in the debating way you are trying, you understand, even the debated practice or challenged practice is a missed call, will never go waste. Kailasa never misses a single missed call. Even for a debate, if I am Mahadeva, let my eyes be healed, let me see, I'll check. I'll challenge. Even in a challenging way, checking way, arguing way, debating way, playful way. How my kids try to check. Many of my kids, you don't know. They tell me, Swamiji, sometime I sit in the Satsang and declare, if I am Mahadeva, now Swamiji will raise the left hand and speak, and I am raising the left hand here. If I am Mahadeva, now Swamiji will adjust his dhoti and cross the leg. No, all these things these guys play. And then they come back and report to me with a lot of pride. Today I did this in the satsang and you exactly did as I wanted. Practicing Shivoham playfully, understand, whether you practice it doubtfully, playfully, for the sake of argument or challenging, whatever way you may practice Shivoham, I tell you, whether it's a live call or a missed call, you will never be missed. You will never be missed. Shivoham really can be a powerful solution. Try that first. Have whatever other solutions you think is solution. I am not saying no. I am not denying. I am not closing the doors of other solutions. But first this. First this. Understand? This one Satya, just this one Satya, I tell you, these great truths revealed in our Upanishads are not myth. Mythology, this word is the most abusive word given to our Puranas and Shastras and Upanishads. Myth is an abusive word. I am telling you, the right word for our Puranas, Upanishads, Shastras is subjective truth. When Bhagavatam says, Krishna lifted the whole Govardhana hill with his little finger, it is not myth or mythology. It is a subjective truth. A person who wants to live the truth, for him it is truth. Subjective truth. Understand, Shivoham is not myth, mythology. No. It is subjective truth. Subjective truth. Whatever you remember in you, in your inner space, can either suffocate you or make you blissful, expanded. If you remember something painful, it suffocates you. If you remember something blissful, it expands you. Anything which suffocates you is a pattern. Anything you remember and suffocates you is pattern. Anything you remember and expands you is subjective truth. Shivoham aham brahmasmi tattvamasi prajnanam brahma soham hamsaha. All these Mahavagyas are not myth. It is subjective truth. Start living it. Tsunamis don't stop because of the plastic covers lying on the beach. Shivoham does not stop because of few stupid incompletions you are having in your being. Anything which you remember, anything suffocates you by remembrance is incompletion. Anything expands you by remembrance is subjective truth. I tell you, tsunamis does not get stopped by plastic covers lying on the beach. Shivoham tsunami does not get stopped by few stupid incompletions lying in your being. I am not just Shivoham tsunami, super Shivoham tsunami. Tsunami. Understand, the Shivoham tsunami cannot be stopped by any of the incompletions you remember or don't remember which is inside you. And first of all, you need to understand, as a constitutional setup of consciousness, listen. See, your consciousness as a constitutional setup. The basic constitution of the consciousness does not allow incompletions to be inside it. By its nature, they are ejected out. Understand? A good DVD player, the moment you put corrupt CD, no, as a setup, it just ejects it out. It does not play. It does not tolerate it. Same way, the constitutional setup of your consciousness does not play with incompletion. By its very nature, it just ejects it, rejects it. So, don't be sitting and calculating the plastic covers and coffee tumblers lying in the Marina Beach and thinking that such a dirty place, how will the tsunami come? Tsunami cannot be stopped by the plastic covers. Shivoham cannot be stopped by the small incompletions you think you are having. As I said, start living, start living, start living. That is the only key. I can bless you tons of times, but only you can live it. So more than my blessings, you need your blessings. This hand is always showing victory, victory, victory and want to join. This hand also should decide to join. Only then it becomes whole. So this will become our new emblem and mudra. To remember, when you feel victorious, Mahadeva feels victorious. He wants you to be victorious because that is the way he feels victorious. The whole celebrates you feeling as whole because the whole feels fulfilled when you feel you are whole. Understand, I am telling you the secret. He wants you to experience Shivoham. Otherwise, why should he come down from Kailasa? He wants you to experience Shivoham. There is no other reason for him to make himself available to you other than making you experience Shivoham, because he also celebrates you experiencing Shivoham. Understand? Remember this one line. He celebrates when he is able to make you celebrate, because Mahadeva loves you. This is the real meaning of God loves you. Understand? The meaning of Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi's line, என்போலும் தீனரை இன்புற காத்துனி என்னாலும் வாழ்ந்தருள் அருணாச்சலா, means the meaning is not Bhagavan is the worst person. He says even the worst persons are protected, saved, celebrated, lived. O Mahadeva, because you are doing this, let you live long. If he is a Dina, how can he bless Mahadeva? Just understand. Don't you see the whole conflict? He says in the first line, Yenbolam Dinarai. In the next line, Yennalum Valandarula Arunachala. And he blesses him. Understand? He has a powerful message in that one line. Even the lowest, even if you think you are lowest, you have the right and capacity to bless Mahadeva, because you are him. He celebrates through you. You are, when you celebrate, he celebrates through you. When the microcosm dances, macrocosm joins. When you do Nata, Natana, Nataraja joins. Understand? How much ever I may speak, remind, repeat, ultimately you need to decide to bless yourself by start living it. And I bless you all today, especially for that also. Let everyone who heard this satsang directly, who are going to hear the repeat telecast, let everyone live Advaita. I tell you, it is simply possible to make this as a lifestyle. I am not the guy who will waste time in talking some stupid, foolish, useless theories. No, I am telling you, I won't waste time in talking some useless things. I won't waste my time and your time in talking something useless, impractical. No. I value my time and I value your time. I value my time and I value your time. Understand? And I value my inner space and I value your inner space. See, when I value my time, I can't disrespect your time. When I am so careful about my inner freedom, I can't interfere into your inner freedom. So with all the responsibility I am telling you, the truth is you are programmed for Shivoham. You are programmed as Mahadeva. You now just need to start living it, radiating it, radiating it, radiating it. So today, not just as a message, but as a blessing, I give for everyone. Let everyone radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Advaita, the eternal bliss, Nithyananda. Gratitude for many of the prominent saints who are gracing the stage now here in the program. During the Satsang they came, so I was not able to welcome them and announce their names, so I sincerely ask all of them to apologize me. Here, the Megandar Adhinam, Megandar Pidam, Tondemandala Adhinam, Guru Maha Sannidhanam is gracing the hall, and Paramapujya Sri Rameshwarananda Saraswati Maharaj from Mahamandaleshwara Mahanirvani Akkada, and Vishweshwarananda Puri Maharaj, Mahamandaleshwara Mahanirvani Akkada, and the Mahamandaleshwara Mahanirvani Akkada, Atmananda Puriji Maharaj, and Mahant of Mahanirvani Akkada, Ravindra Giri Maharaj from Kashi, and many more sadhus are here, Vairagya Puri Maharaj, all of them, because they all came in between the satsang. I could not welcome them at that time. So now I welcome all of you with my respects, and I also ask you to apologize me for not receiving you or welcoming you while you entered the hall.
Nithyananda Dhyanapitham, Nithyananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bengaluru. Phone 08027279999. www.nithyananda.org, www.youtube.com/Life Bliss Foundation.